Alrighty, so this is episode 2, and it's essentially an update on recruiting the 50 students or 300 Spartans. We'll see how many we get, and just updates on that. So we've gone up to MSU a few times to film, and we've also since then completely gotten out of the office. So for and cue in some B-roll footage. I actually did end up shooting Daniel some of the B-roll using that whatever HD stuff that you mentioned on the iPhone. So we went that out. We closed that out. Me and my brothers and a few other buddies of theirs. We all went up there the final night and just kind of had like a camp out essentially, which was kind of cool. We're recruiting these 50 students, and these students, it's important to get them because they're going to be the electors that essentially are able to put together the actual great debate. So we have like this chicken or the egg type, thing, and I think I mentioned that in episode 1. And the updates of all this is we've gotten 7 students so far that have responded to the content that we put out there. We have a Twitter going, or an X, and then we also have YouTube Shorts going and YouTube that I'm paying ads for through Google Ads. And so far we got seven students signed up. Every single one of them that signed the petition for the Great Debate also elected to be an elector. So that's a good sign. And actually this is a little meta, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to record a video explaining to the students, like, hi, I'm Austin. Glad that you filled this thing out. Let's get behind recruiting the rest of the students that we need. Right now there's 7 of you, but we need at least 50. Hopefully we can shoot for 300. I also called the state news. It's like the MSU newspaper. Talked to the guy, sent him the white paper. We'll see. And he's a little bit hesitant. He was like, so you already have like the stadium, figured out? And I was like, no, it's not. It's kind of like we're building this out as we go. And I was like, yeah, even my lawyer had me include at the bottom of the flyer little like messages that says, everything could be changed, including the date, or it could be canceled, blah, 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 just for like legalese and whatnot. Yeah, so last night I was thinking, okay, we have some, and I'm grateful that we have some results so far of like the efforts of recruiting the students. However, we need to get students like quick, and I don't want to just rely on what we've already got going on. So my idea is kind of like taking a concept from this old story where this subject went to the king after, I think the king, he did something well for the king. And the subject came to the king and the king said, hey, I want you to ask me whatever you want and I will give it to you from my kingdom. And the subject was like, okay, cool. How about this? How about you give me a checkerboard and you give me one piece of rice, and then every day I move that rice to the next checkerboard square, and then I'm going to double it. So every day we'll double it. So the first day is 1, the second day is 2, the third day is 4, the fourth day is 8, the fifth day is 16, 32, 64. The king's like, yeah, okay, that's cool. But if you do the math on that, and this is like the beauty of exponential growth, is he basically owned the kingdom at the end of the 64 like different squares, or even before then. So it's kind of, again, cool where if one person does something and then every person that's new does the same thing, it's that network effect. So the idea here is I'm going to actually record a video of me talking to the 7 students and saying, hey, here's this idea. I'm going to record one talking to the actual students, the 7 that filled out the form, but like maybe I could release this video to them and they can watch it too. Everything's like kind of meta, but intertwined. Let's just rock it out. So I'm gonna just ready. Hey Spartans, it's Austin here, Austin H. Waldo, and I got my buddy Daniel here. We are filming, and this is all meta, but we're filming a documentary about the Great Debate and the information system called Words Will Win Us Wars, alongside what we're doing here. So you saw or you heard about the Great Debate and you filled out the form, and I'm contacting you because of that. And at this point, as I'm recording this, there are 7 of you total. So I'm gonna CC all of you so we're all connected together. And there's also GroupMe that I might include, so we're not doing emails moving forward. And if there's any other ideas that you guys have, we can do that. But essentially, this video right here is to let you know about the plan, and I'll include it in the email with text to get the rest of the Spartans. So right now, the first goal is to get 50. So the 50 will basically mirror perfectly the Electoral College system. However, what my goal would be, our goal would be, is to get 300 Spartans, because 300 Spartans is baller, and we need 300 Spartans. I think that that's better than, because obviously it's the 300 Spartans has a really good tie back into history where you guys defended freedom. So we could do the 50, but I think the 300 will be better to land at. But in order to get 300, we need to get 50 first. So I'll explain quickly and briefly the idea here, but you can also read it in the email. But essentially, we're going to create a viral campaign. There's this, I think it was an energy drink or an alcoholic beverage called Smashed. And it was an intern, she got hired, and she basically said, oh, I'm gonna get fired, which she was ending her internship in 60 days unless I get 500,000 followers, because then if she did that, then her boss was gonna offer her a job. So it's this like cool, like tight timeline, which is obviously what we have. If we're gonna pull this off by October 8th, we have a tight timeline. So we can take these two concepts and apply them together, where we stand in front of the rock every day, or you stand in front of the rock every day. First Spartan holds a sign. We get a whiteboard and it writes on there and just says, hey, something along the lines of like, I'm the first of the 300 Spartans, and we're here to support the Great Debate. And we're inviting you, Elon, we're inviting you, Kamala Harris, we're inviting you, Donald Trump, and we're inviting you, Mark Zuckerberg, to come participate in the Great Debate. Go to the Great Debate 2024 to learn more, 2024.com to learn more. And we can figure out a way to like kind of like communicate this, and we can do hashtags the Great Debate. But then the second day, it's going to be like, okay, there's now 2 Spartans there. The second one's holding the sign in front of the rock saying, hi, I'm the second of 300 Spartans. Third day is the same kind of thing, but it's, hi, I'm the 4th of 300 Spartans. And by date, if we do this and we start this on, let's say Monday, which, what is the date today?
Today is 14th.
It's the 14th, yeah, because the 13th was yesterday. So it's the 14th, Saturday, late Saturday night. If we do this on the 16th, which is Monday, by essentially the 10th day, we will have all 300 Spartans. And then in addition to that, I'm also going to be going and flying around, dropping off packets to each 4 of these big players, Harris, Trump, Zuck, and Elon, with packets explaining about the Great Debate and dropping off flyers to them. Who knows where that's going to go? I can, communicate with you guys now that you're on this inner list in the GroupMe, and then I'm going to be documenting it for the documentary as well. But ultimately, this viral video idea, I think, could not only get us more Spartans, it could also go quicker too. But it's also going to generate interest, and then if we're posting this on YouTube and or Twitter, then maybe through that, Elon or any of the other 3 will say, yes, I want to be a part of the Great Debate. This is a great idea. So that's the idea here. We're about 5 minutes on this video. Hope it makes sense. Hope you're interested in moving forward and beginning the information revolution. So let's rock and roll. Feel free to respond if you have any questions. I'm looking forward to helping guide where I can, but ultimately you guys are making it happen here. Peace. How was that?
I think that sounded great.
All right, cool. So that was about 5 minutes.
That's great.
Okay.
We got another good episode.
All right, and then I can shoot a little video of you. Just like funny. All right, so this is Daniel.
Hey.
We're rocking it out. Words will win us wars. Let's do it. Camera wars. Yeah.